I never thought I'd be the guy rifling through my wife's phone at 2 a.m., heart pounding like a drum in a horror flick. But there I was, in our darkened bedroom, Sarah's soft breaths filling the silence as I stared at the glowing screen. Can't wait for tomorrow night. Wear that red dress I love. Jay. My stomach twisted into knots. Who the hell was Jay? After 12 years of marriage, 2 kids, and a life we'd built brick by brick, this? I set the phone down, hands shaking, and lay back, staring at the ceiling. Denial hit first. Maybe it was a friend, a joke. But deep down I knew. The unraveling had begun. The next morning, I played it cool over breakfast. Sarah bustled around the kitchen, her auburn hair tied back, humming that old Taylor Swift song we danced to at our wedding. "Morning, babe," she said, kissing my cheek. Her lips felt the same, warm, familiar, but I searched her eyes for secrets. "You okay? You look tired." I forced a smile. "Just work stuff. What's on your agenda today?" She shrugged, pouring coffee. "Errands, then girls' night with Lisa." "Don't wait up. Girls' night, right?" I nodded, but inside, suspicion gnawed like termites in the foundation of our home. We'd been through rough patches, my job loss 5 years ago, her postpartum after our second kid, but we'd always come out stronger. Or so I thought. As the day dragged on at the office, I couldn't focus. Emails blurred, meetings droned. My mind replayed every oddity from the past months. Sarah's sudden interest in the gym, coming home flushed and energized. The new lingerie I'd found tucked in her drawer, tag still on. Not for me, apparently. And the late nights at work, even though she was a teacher and school ended at 3 p.m. I told myself it was nothing. Paranoia. But that text, Jay. I Googled her phone contacts on my lunch break. No Jay. Maybe a burner app? God, I sounded like a conspiracy theorist. Heartbreak whispered in my ear. What if she's unhappy? What if I'm not enough? By evening, denial cracked under the weight of doubt. I called our sitter, feigned a work emergency, and told Sarah I'd be late. Instead, I parked down the street from our house, watching her leave in that red dress, the one she'd worn on our anniversary cruise. She looked stunning, confident like the woman I fell for in college. But she wasn't heading to Lisa's. I tailed her car through the city lights, pulse racing. She pulled into a cozy Italian bistro downtown, the kind with candlelit tables and romantic vibes. I waited in the shadows across the street, feeling like a fool in a bad spy movie. Then he arrived, tall, slick hair, suit that screamed success. They hugged, too long, too intimate. He kissed her cheek, and she laughed, that genuine sparkle in her eyes I hadn't seen in ages. Anger surged, hot and blinding, but I held back. I needed proof, not assumptions. Slipping into the bar next door, I nursed a whiskey, eyes glued to them through the window. They talked animatedly, hands brushing over pasta. She leaned in, whispering something that made him grin. My phone buzzed, a text from her, having fun with Lisa. "Miss you XO." The lie hit like a punch. Trust, that fragile thread we'd woven over years of vows and vulnerabilities, snapped. I remembered our wedding day, her in white, promising forever. The birth of our son, her tears of joy. Vacations where we'd sneak away for stolen kisses. How had we drifted here? I couldn't watch anymore. Driving home, tears blurred the road. The kids were asleep. I tucked them in, kissing their foreheads, wondering how to shield them from the storm. Sarah slipped in around midnight, smelling of wine and cologne, not mine. "Hey, you're home early," she said, surprised, slipping off her heels. I sat on the couch, the phone in my hand, hers unlocked with the code she'd never changed. Our anniversary. "Who's Jay?" My voice was steady, but inside I was crumbling. She froze, face paling. "What? How?" I saw the text. "And tonight, the date." Denial flashed in her eyes first. "It's not what you think." But then the collapse. She sank beside me, tears welling. "Jason, from work. The new principal." "Work?" My mind reeled. "How long?" She whispered, 6 months. 6 months of lies, of shared beds and secrets. "Why?" I demanded, voice cracking. Was I not enough? The kids. She sobbed. I felt invisible. "You were always working, distant." He made me feel seen, alive. Her words stung. Understandable, maybe, in the haze of midlife routine. We'd both let the spark fade, buried under mortgages and soccer practices. But betrayal? That was a choice. Anger boiled over. Alive? While I was here, holding our life together. We argued in hushed tones, voices raw. She begged forgiveness, swore it was just emotional at first, then more. The details gutted me. Hotel rooms, stolen afternoons. Heartbreak morphed into rage. I wanted to scream, to shatter something. But the kids' photos on the mantel stopped me. Get out, I said finally, voice hollow. She packed a bag, tears streaming, whispering apologies. As the door clicked shut, the house felt empty, echoing with ghosts of our laughter. The days blurred into weeks of custody talks and therapy. I dove into work, numbed the pain with runs at dawn. Suspicion lingered. Every text she sent about the kids, I wondered if it was laced with lies. But slowly, denial gave way to acceptance. I saw my part. The complacency, the unchecked distance. Sarah paid the price in her own way, losing the family she'd built, the man who'd loved her flaws and all. She moved in with Jason, but whispers from mutual friends said it fizzled fast. Reality hit harder than fantasy. One night, months later, I sat on the porch with a beer, watching fireflies dance. The kids were inside, giggling over pizza. Heartbreak had scarred me, but it taught resilience. Trust might rebuild elsewhere, with someone new, or maybe alone. As for Sarah, her date cost her everything we'd cherished. Me, I emerged stronger, vowing to never let love slip through complacency again. Life goes on, but the echoes of betrayal, they linger, a quiet reminder to guard what's precious.